Brenda here from Roaming and Recording to talk to you today about getting your travel first aid kit ready. Whether you're sailing on the high seas, exploring a foreign country, or venturing off the grid, dealing with sickness or injury is the last thing anyone wants to worry about. While insurance may cover medical expenses during your trip, the bills can often be steep and may need to be paid up front. Or access to medical care might not be immediately available. That's why it's essential to be prepared. This video will help you decide what you should consider packing in your travel emergency kit. We'll tell you what we pack for every cruise we take at the end of this video with a handy-dandy checklist. With every trip you plan, think about your health and safety by asking yourself, what makes this location unique? Consider the temperature, terrain, and the remoteness. Each of these factors will help you decide what to bring to ensure safe travels and be ready for any first aid needs. For instance, if you're traveling to a hot climate, you want to include items like sunscreen, electrolyte tablets, and cooling packs to help prevent heat-related illnesses. Conversely, in colder environments, pack hand warmers, thermal blankets, and frostbite treatment supplies to protect against the cold. Each situation requires different preparations to keep you safe and healthy throughout your journey. If your destination involves rough terrain, consider adding items like a splint for potential sprains or fractures, antiseptic wipes, bandages, and blister treatment supplies to address injuries that could occur from falls or difficult hikes. A whistle is always good to have on hand for rough terrain or remote excursions. When heading to remote areas where medical help might not be readily available, it's crucial to include a comprehensive first aid manual, a satellite phone, or a personal locator beacon. Extra prescription medications, a water purification system like tablets or a life straw, and a wound closure kit for more serious injuries. Even if your itinerary is not remote, a cruise ship kind of is just by being a floating island. So you can't count on things being available in the onboard shops. And if they are, they will be expensive. We cruise a lot. While cruise ships typically have medical facilities on board, having your own first aid kit ensures you're ready for any minor mishap or ailments without having to visit the ship's doctor, which will require cash up front. And with your fingers crossed that reimbursement happens later. Although sometimes it is absolutely necessary to see the ship doctor for most things, you can handle it on your own. Also, you can't rely on over-the-counter medications being available for sale on board, especially on a river cruise. If you are too sick to get into port to find a pharmacy, you'll thank us later for this list. Here's what you should consider including in your first aid kit for cruising on an ocean or a river cruise. It's important to know that there is no dental care on a cruise ship. So, you'll want to bring an emergency dental kit, especially if you're on a long transatlantic or trans-Pacific cruise. Even if you usually don't get seasick, it's wise to bring motion sickness tablets or patches, acupressure wristbands, or ginger candies to help nausea. Pain relievers and fever reducers. Pack over-the-counter medications like ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or aspirin to relieve headaches, muscle aches, or fevers. Cold and allergy medications. Bring antihistamines and allergy and cold medicine to address any symptoms that might arise from changing climates or air conditioning. Cough drops for sure. Last cruise we had everything but the cough drops. We had to buy some in Spain and have Google Translate help us figure out what it was we bought and how we take it. Don't forget digestive aids. Includes antacids, anti-diarrhea medication, and laxatives to handle any digestive issues that might result from unfamiliar foods or overindulgence. You'll want to take some basic wound care supplies as well. Bandages, adhesive tape, antiseptic wipes, and antibiotics ointment are essential for treating cuts, blisters, or minor injuries. We also like to throw in Ziploc bags. They make great ice packs in a pinch. And don't forget sun protection on those hot excursion days. Pack a high SPF sunscreen, some aloe vera gel, and some lip balm that will help protect against sunburns, especially during shore excursions and sunny destinations. When you're in port in a tropical area, hydration is so important. So you'll want to bring some electrolyte tablets or powders to stay hydrated, particularly if you're doing strenuous activity or if you're going to be in the sun for an extended period of time. If your cruise includes stops in a tropical region or a place where airborne illnesses from mosquitoes is rampant, you'll want to bring some insect repellent and some after-bite cream to stop the itch. You will also want to ensure that you have all of your prescription medications with you, including a few extra days worth in case of any unexpected delays. Keep them in their original containers with a copy of your prescription. The next one, we all kind of learned in the days of COVID, but it is still wise to travel with an N95 mask. And the main reason is to protect you and others around you when in confined and crowded spaces, or when you aren't traveling well and cannot self-isolate. Consider taking a whistle, especially if you're traveling solo. If you get weak and fall behind on your excursion and can't yell for help, a whistle can help you alert someone to come. I was on an excursion in Motril, Spain, and became dehydrated and weak. I hadn't eaten breakfast, which was totally stupid. If Craig hadn't been with me, I would have been left behind because there was no way I could yell for help. Luckily, I did have water and electrolytes in a water bottle, and that got me up and going just in time to make it back to the bus. You'll also want to have your emergency contact information readily available. So include a list of your contacts, your health insurance details, any pertinent medical information such as allergies or chronic conditions, so that in the case that you need assistance, someone can easily get you help. It's also a really great idea to get the ship contact numbers. If you need to call the ship, be sure you have it in port. And I always like to take Ziploc bags with me wherever I go. Not only can it keep your medication dry when you're in port or even on the ship, but you can make an easy ice pack with it. You can cut it up and make a sling. You can wrap it around a wound to keep it dry. So there are very many reasons that you might want to use a Ziploc bag. So tuck that in. It takes no space and has no weight. So there you have it, your cruising first aid kit. You'll be ready to handle minor health issues and hopefully keep healthier on your trip. Did we miss anything? Tell us your experiences in the comments. If you found value in this video, please give us a thumbs up. It helps our content get to the people who are interested in travel. And of course, consider subscribing and help our micro channel grow. We sure do appreciate it. Until next time, safe travels.